They're in line with.
Objection is, what was the section again? You doesn't align with the
There's a lack of foundation
lack of foundation.
for,
Okay, I'll contact that, anyway, you want to do, we have, once then, she says he have the selection.
The results are generally in line with water previously sampled in the area.
Blake, can you please take a look at exhibit?
Honey, Nikki, you talking, Dr. Juha, you should do that.
Mr. Blake, if you can please take a look at exhibit 113. and tell us what that is.
Exhibit 113 had,
This is a technical memorandum prepared by our engineer, Dr. Catherine Johnson.
And why did you have this document prepared?
Hello, we have a Dr. Catherine Johnson. I think that you want to check. Don't check her. So,
I was prepared to evaluate water quality analysis.
that's what it would be. That's who, yeah, and, has followed the LP has, even what's been.
Did you have this memorandum prepared as part of your efforts to identify water quality in this area?
And then more people like the area, we have, and I know God is the cat. We need to be a home, then she can, oh, yeah, sure.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
And who is Captain Johnson for?
Well, Catherine Johnson, the county had, directed or something.
She is a HD geochemist and specializes in water quality analysis.
The movie mission of exhibit 113.
Yeah, the geochemist actually does. Well, come on, the Nikki, yeah, because of what I'm if there would be good opportunity that come up.
objection. I have some questions that I would like to ask as to the foundation because of this report. And I would ask for leave to inquire for purposes of inquiry for raising an objection.
Okay, judge, we have, girl have done some foundation or information out before water quality now, and that's up to feel how report, just to take two people.
Briefly. Mr. Blair, did you, lady, did you say that you collected samples for this test?
That is correct. Sample the monitoring well to the north of the exploration area.
And is this what's in the cowboy report? I'm sorry, excuse me.
We take Nikki, hoping Jonah, why I'm up next. Except okay, look up. Let's what's the other one? Why I'm up again.
I'm not familiar with what you're referring to.
What I'm referring to is the report that was submitted by John Klaskamp, which is part of the bar report. part of the foundation for the bar report.
Correct.
It's done by Cowboy Exploration, correct?
That's correct.
Okay. And you're now telling us that this water came from where?
Got it, we got some interpretation.
The report you look at, I need to have, question to have, waiting, but have the John, what was that report? Our report,
John Glasscock for water report.
our report. I had public exploration, but don't say it, you're here.
Where was it sampled from, sir?
The monitoring well immediately north of the exploration, intended exploration area.
How,
I have north of the site, we have the kill monitoring well.
is there any documentation that was created on as to the actual sampling of that well, besides what you submitted to test?
To Dell, Nikki, let you come, it's like one niche, close on, people got one, that's just forget you.
And you're not John Glasscock, are you?
He is last.
Okay, because it says it was sampled by John Glasscock. It doesn't say your name on it.
He was working for us as a consultant.
Were you there?
I was.
Are there log reports? Are there any reports? Yes, I'm learning.
We talked to the John Glasscock, the Jackie had marriage up in the Nikki, he walked like the
Is there anything in the bar report or in Mr. Glasscock's sampling that describes, that shows exactly how it was collected? In other words, any of the documentation other than here's some water that we got from somewhere.
we talked to Nikki, that he wanted to the last copy pretty that those pretty chunky have. You can't make June the one second I had test out down her job. They should tell how we test out the test for them.
I don't believe there is, but John was a hydrologist and hydrogeologist for 2 decades. His methods look appropriate for sampling well.
According to
I'm over there. Any objection admitted?
All right, well, let me state my objection. I think there's a lack of foundation for a water sampling report in this particular exhibit. And so this, I just wanted to, so my objection is that this is an incompetent report because it's based upon, it's not based upon documented information. It's based upon, in part, the sample that was done in a report in 1984. And then it's this sample that was taken in 2023, but there's no paperwork on it, as the witness just admitted. So there's a lack of foundation, it's an incomplete report, and should not be accepted as an incompetent document.
What is done will be there. You have, so now you have just done my help, not up to 1984, and from the sample that I have. Only one big package in the 2023, only one big, yes, foundation of what I don't.
Overruled. Exhibit 13 is admitted.
Lady, based on exhibit 113, how does the groundwater and the mineralized formation of the Chord project relate with drinking water quality standards?
Mr. Nas, did you say 113 or 115?
113.
Can you remember that again?
Mr. Lady, how does the groundwater in the mineralized formation of the Chord project relate to drinking water quality standards?
I'm gonna object again. I mean, I don't want, we have to do this. There's a lack of foundation here. What are we talking about? How does that sample in this public well relate to the Chord project? Or relate to the state lands on the Chord project? So I object, this lack of foundation of the question.
Let's cut out the speaking objection.
So let's go to
Did I do it dance?
the groundwater we have. Because when you reach up on it, the harm on head down like. When my head on to the chill, chocolate we have, we are of the crystallization of the chill, we are of my head's a hot. It cracked into your head, you got.
Dr. Johnson summarized that the groundwater mineralized formation of the core project does not meet drinking water standards.
Dr. Johnson reported that chocolate gave leaky have a lot of learning insomnia about death guilt fishing. Crystallization out, you let, you know, you got that picture. A month of the tune of a month of one and a few, yes, a month of the feature.
Are you concerned dealing with the cuttings, core samples from the Bruin project that were exposed, workers in the environment, unsafe level of radiation?
We expose what?
Workers of the
Put your
environment.
microphone closer to you.
Is that better? Mr. Blake, you concerned that dealing with the cuttings of core samples from this drilling project will expose workers of the environment to unsafe levels of radiation?
When you try to do what I watch and show you the uranium that I put in the yaka is not coffee. And I watch and show you could have.
I'm not due to the low grade nature of the mineralization.
Which all the low grade every have don't know, yeah. One that includes the
Mr. Blady, who is Respect Engineering?
who is respecting engineers?
Respect Farming, that's.
Yeah, respect. And who is that person?
That company.
Yeah. But Bob is the agency, engineering, he cannot do it, you know,
Respect is a diversified engineering firm that specializes in mining, water and industrial projects. They're based in Rapid City, Silver Lake.
and then, respect. Engineering, unique the report, the don't know, declassified. Classified mining, is that what you said?
Deals
Yeah, yeah.
with industrial.
They classified it.
It's just their area of expertise.
There's one feather, are you done?
Yeah.
Thank you, I'm sorry. Has Respect Engineering consulted with the lessee of the Civic regarding the project,
Again, has respect
consulted with the lessee of the surface.
for the leasing. Respect consultant, engineering, and leasing to have more portrait. Although they be teaching over.
Yes,
And what was the result of that consultation?
I'm going to object unless this witness was the person who made the call. They have Ms. Hawking coming, I understand. She made the call. She's the witness to describe a conversation that this witness did not have.
Mr. Blade is competent to testify to his understanding of the result of the conversation.
Overruled.
Respect the consultation, the results he had. It was a Christmas letter. That means the results be now, then the way from now. That would be our step. Now we have on week that we have, yeah, Bella and the test be.
I think I answered the question.
Okay? Can you generally describe the steps clean nuclear potential geologic, scientific, or recreational aspects of the effectiveness surrounding land?
Those kids, that you know, okay, archaeological, we have, we told teenage, Chicago, Chicago, and olive, Loire, what is each other, that's slowly orange, that's honey, it's a real, and we hope you find it. It's not good on us, that we can. The children, the environment, my project, you know, still, that would be like, and what was the other part, just archaeological, environmental, and what?
Geological,
Geological, page, that would be on top. The secretary, Elkie had, McCarthy had, little, by. We will pay a spot to tonight, first get one of the text. McCarthy contract, we come, so we have.
we worked closely with the state and various state entities, as well as third-party independent local contractors to prepare specialized reports on those issues.
And then the reports, although the state now, state entities, given, Charlie Chartish, yeah, special report, given, you have just, was you it's not,
Those reports consisted of cultural studies, biological studies, wildlife studies, hydrogeological studies, and geology.
the report from Gallup that you have, or Gallup you have, culture, you have, those kids, when you have to open, we'll get my, yeah, 1 year in the western, we'll get in the, thank you, Ichima, her culture, we had that, we get two, we had, was calendar, on half, bet to, 1 year of that. We want to be a better musket, that had culture now. Biology, information, that we keep a dying traveling, Okay, something. Now, there's no wildlife behaves. Maka, the Makasta of the young, the girl, Tapu Yuta, with a not high for behaves, really have what don't hush, manage, hobby, sneeze, Tapu, Tapu Mahadia, the geology behaves, yeah, you can, those can get taken care of. And then the report to state. And the special report to
Mr. Blaney, do you recall a February 21, 2025 correspondence from State Historical Preservation Office?
Was it a report? Or it was, you just said, the 2021
Correspondence
correspondence
from State Historical Preservation Office.
from the State Historic Preservation Office, February 2021, 2025 correspondence. Dr. Wapika, Dr. Woga.
I do.
And at the request of the State Historical Preservation Office, what reports were commissioned by Clean Nuclear Energy?
Okay, State Historic Preservation Office reports, you can, Dr. request, Dr. William the Governor, you can, so we have to.
There was a abbreviated, police report, level 3 cultural resource inventory.
Abbreviated case report. Abbreviated, it have the State Historic Preservation Office can abbreviate it to have the potential of the a heavy report contained, what was the other one? A site report. Yeah. Cultural inventory, cultural inventory, because we know capital down. Yeah.
Do you recall, did the State Historical Preservation Office, strike that, I'm sorry, who conducted those reports on behalf of Clean Nuclear Energy?
They were conducted by Vantage.
The directional in our reports, the research here. Yeah, so was it
They were conducted by Vantage.
Vantage Point?
Correct.
A Vantage Point Albion.
And did the State Historical Preservation Office make recommendations for the project regarding cultural resources?
They did.
The State Historic Preservation Office recommendations, which I cannot. Recommendations, the outfit, those kept little watch, then style, then no watch, now, if you might have recommendations, you cannot, do the, she do initiate to this. Answer was yes.
That's correct.
Do you recall what those recommendations were?
I yet see a doctor recommendation.
The recommendations were to complete surveys of culturally significant areas before and after the proposed exploration program, as well as to have a weekly check of the culturally significant areas.
Do you recall the steps, what you said?
The restrictions? The recommendation, yeah.
It's a recommendation. To have complete cultural significance. Cultural significance, it have that PPI, now, watch it, you got what is home, or home which you got, and offers, I think we need to open us to have those comments. And cultural significance, LP. And then, a two ship like Chunko can hit on. Watch it, you know, cultural significance. PPI, keep, go back to that same place in the early, to have every week, is what we said, so to have the, better result and practice before the team on the PPI at the young and ramp, yeah. Headship, yeah.
In addition, there was an area in the southeastern corner of the proposed exploration area that was recommended no exploration activity took place, and we complied with that.
And then that of this we have a team on the we talked about the beyond here, but the I had to there gardening and ritual different picture problem. No exploration in the area. Makai you talked about the yellow.
Mr. Lady, if you do look at it, exhibit 1 or 2 again. How far is the nearest rock art panel in Craven Canyon from the boundary of the project area?
Objection, lack of foundation as to knowledge.
As to what?
Knowledge.
Ask him if he knows.
Mr. Glady?
Not if he knows, how he knows.
Go ahead.
I feel Maya will think he had when he gone to not feel like that.
Approximately 800 feet
And how do we know that?
from the proposed event.
And
Then there, it feel like if he have 800 feet on his chip. I said, my car, you something he had, 800 feet. On his chip. And develop, yeah, so he had, that 30 feet, was it, you know, vantage point, yeah, you can imagine. Okay, yeah.
and how far is it to the nearest drill pad location from the closest rock art panel?
I had, what don't I do campaign on it's about up here. Maya will wanna drill pad on their top of the. What kind of stuff is that not?
Objection, how we know.
Approximately.
No, she's got to interpret.
Yeah, objection on how it if you want to, I can definitely walk the objection channel. The drill has been had. The harm here on him. Maya will walk. Don't feel that.
So let's lay a little bit of foundation as to who, I think that P's Mr. Ellison sustained.
Thank you, Mr. Chair. Mr. Glady, did you?
The Ellison objection or Hogdash staying until they are drill that he had the hard here on him. Are you fishing?
They, how do you know the distance between the closest drill pad to rock art panel in Craven Canyon and the closest rock art panel?
I had the hard here on him. My elbow up in drill pad of up to he had the hard here on him.
Through the reports that were prepared by management.
Then to point, and when I enter a survey, you had to. Do you have an amount of feet of both signals? Do you have that?
Ask the question.
I thought you did. How close is that?
I'd like to, I'd agree to, until,
Okay. So- Mhm.
Mr. Lady, how far is it?
Approximately 1,000 feet.
From here, hook down, or do you want to hop? I'll see feet.
The State Historical Preservation Office requires weekly site visits by qualified archaeologists to assess the impacts of the project on rock art panel.
Council's testifying, I object.
Overruled.
Is that something Clean Nuclear will comply with?
Yeah, okay, objection. Gotcha. Shippo, can you reword that question again?
SHPO requires weekly site visits.
Yeah.
By qualified archaeologists.
Mm.
Is that something Clean Nuclear will comply with?
Okay, the State Historic Preservation Office. Every week, they have, that the, each month, that the year, every week is that year, not one. And, clean water, energy, you have, open a yacht, and the edge of the stage, is the true nature, true.
Yes.
Oh, yeah.
Mr. Lady,
Yeah, they will comply, I think.
how will Clean Nuclear work to control dust associated with this drilling project?
Tell my copy, I'll touch them. My copy, I think blue, and I'm blue. My copy, I said, let's just get out. Yeah, those can have my copy, then you want to do not, then I'm blue hunters. Those can have a month.
We will use wet drilling, mud rotary. We'll use an extended drilling route. That's the scheme here. And we will also use wet exhaust.
I got to that he had my copy, had a very spy on them. Had actually like it, had to, my copy is Lucas, the Garcia, yeah.
There will also be a 5 mile per hour speed limit in the project area.
Should be a 5 mile what?
Speed limit, project area.
And I will, here money, I had some more copy, even to shoot.
As well as reclaiming the sites as quick as possible to prevent dust.
I saw the, my copy the. Regina copy here is happy to if he had much as the, that will help, you watch it.
What is the nearest role to the project?
The wife to pick the champion she kill what bad. So, I do the different things.
The nearest road is Elbow Canyon Road, and then bisects the western area.
Which canyon is that?
Elbow Canyon,
I have up, I have champion back, we have bicep, we have, vision, yeah, my chocha. So, elbow canyon is probably there. So there, let's canyon, yeah, such a, now, how far is the question? Mile?
maybe if we go to the next map, sadly.
This was ladies, Double Canyon Road identified here in exhibit 102.
It is.
Interpreter,
I had elbow canyon, we have the whole village in the market.
What is the surface of that road?
But that was, Champuki that involved in. Yeah, got big finish, got me, kind of, weekly, I packet.
It is a dirt slash gravel road.
Champuki had, yeah, it's easy, so. No,
What kind of traffic have you observed on that road?
but do I have, Mamita Olani,
I have an objection other than without a statement as to date or time or season. Since we're talking about dust, those are all important, so I would object to.
And Mr. Chairman, I thought we were going to be down to speak objections.
could you rephrase?
I object.
Interpreter,
I can't object that, it's all of gas. Champuki led the 100 times. Hello, money in the Makai Blue Niche, Makai Blue District, in Nashville. Boy, was that.
rephrase the question, please, Mr. Nas.
Mr. Glady, during what time of year did you visit the project site?
So, okay, had the 100, if I, that. 1 year, Denise, web Denise, go get Denise, thank you.
Fall, spring, and summer.
Yummy, thank you, go get you now. Web, and then yum.
And during those seasons, have you observed traffic on Double Canyon Road?
It's a walk hunters. Kabuki Havila Elijah Mish. It's all. If you can hold the object values of it.
Yes, I have.
And I think earlier you said that you visited project area several times during the past 3 years, is that correct?
Yes.
But so much people after one year. When you drop off extra money, it will drop it and extra detail.
Mr. Lady, during the summer, on your visits there, when you've been there personally, can you describe what sort of traffic you've seen on that road?
The blocken on top, itching, there's a hill open, we don't have to pass it.
Recreational and what appears to be local traffic.
And now home, let's say on money, the, walking the money, the tourist, yes, and you feel money, recreation, yeah. Will help you to get to the larger homeowners. And
And in the spring and fall, you observe similar traffic.
working, they have to put in, potential object, yes.
What is this?
I wasn't really counting the number of vehicles going by, it might have been a little less than the spring and fall.
Look at the, them to his house, don't know, look at how open the church.
You know what the speed limit is on that road? Open road.
The house, or constantly, of the field you had.
Before the project area, there's a limit of 50 miles per hour.
That 50 miles an hour, was not what's that.
Please describe to the board the dust you've observed generated by traffic on Elbow Canyon Road.
But the whole, Elbow Canyon Road of now, of that, lilla, ruining. Look how open is, don't know.
In my opinion, it's quite a significant amount of dust, large clouds from vehicle traffic.
Is it here summer?
Sides.
So the top, no, it would be. No. Of course, a copy there.
And how would you compare the dust that you observed from traffic to what you would expect to be generated by the drilling project?
The appear on a copy, put the on a copy of the in itching for open and after you have just a copy dealer open. Don't know what no,
In my opinion, our exploration will generate significantly less dust than I've observed on that road.
Mr. Blake,
it's on there, my copy, you broke down after the my car open, you look here. Got it.
Mr. Blake, is there any surface water in proximity to the exploration area?
Objection to proximity.
The hell. No, up the thing that it kill blaming stuff with me as I am not. Blaming had pond pitch up. Shallow pond. This conservation pond pitch up. Is okay, so let's show how hard underneath done. Please do that. What's up, man? Let's see actually.
I'll rephrase. Mr. Blake, is there any surface water in the exploration area itself?
I tima help. Taku blenish, taku your 50 attention.
No,
Yeah, no,
Mr. Lady, the drill pad sites. Describe the slope of the pads we'll be utilizing.
and drill pattern got what he had. The except under 60 by 60 feet, he had. Site, he had impact, he had. Just to give you a drill at site. And what,
Describe the slope.
the slope. The slope, he had. Let your blood down, let your pita gain, and he's. O sculpte gain, o gatte gain, is na. Fucking there's also a starch which I have that. For how I lay out not to keep all of the different things. Yes, look.
we've limited our drill pad sites to relatively flat areas of the exploration area.
We will not. And it should come to Makata blast Dutch Ilagia.
Based on the slope and the proximity to surface water, do you anticipate there being any impact, long-range productivity of watershed land? Drilling ground there?
Objection, lack of foundation and lack of competence.
Can you rephrase that again or? Go back. The impact,
Lack of, what's the question, Miss, what,
Impact of long-range
no,
productivity of watershed land.
I'm giving you a chair.
and then. On the tocata que Miniki kuta que yina that you paskia makama ya. The hell no ila schmet in hook smash it to watershed yaki there. Makaki there, Miniki lemony tiny at the Dapo Ota is some echawo.
Overruled meeting. This is Steve Gunn. I object. Calls for speculation. Calls for an expert opinion by a witness not qualified to testify as an expert. Interpreter.
What is some the unique that you will will teach and have to chima. Dr. Turkey and then you should Makaki there. Or still hunters Nikki or use that have water she had. Yes, I'm not an expert, but we know how water moves. That's all I'm trying to explain is how water moves in a watershed. That's what I'm trying to explain.
The language, man.
Is that okay?
Yeah. Same.
I would join the objection for the same reasons that are articulated by Mr. Gunn.
Overruled. You may ask.
I would expect there would be limited effects due to the short duration of our program and the very small actual disturbance area of approximately 3 acres, if all 30 plus.
Here's Jude said.
Left, limited effects he had, John Alakiaki. The 3 acres he had inch, it looked up on the 3 acres he had a few. Is the big, it's let the had dinner and a few more pictures. 3 acres limited effects. There, the pond, Chapa, the Ilagi of the Yatami, they're blessed on you. aku jual home ni atau kena.
There's domestic wells in the project area is approximately 700 feet to the south of the southern boundary of the exploration area. That I know of.
Domestic well, he lived just 700 feet on it. Appointed Shasoi as no class, huge boundary line 700 feet hill.
And how close to that well is the nearest drill pad location?
It's actually the boundary the drill pads given out the hunt.
We have no real paths in that southeastern corner, so probably between 1,500 to 1,800 feet away.
Ik wil als ik drill site in the northeast, that you have 1,500 to 1,850 feet ahead.
Mr. Lee, we looked at the drill log for that domestic well.
Domestic well, he had drill log. What had Obina, the Hama had there, he had well, he have to use it.
I don't know if I've seen the drill log, but I've seen this summary report of that water well that was drilled.
The summary report you had, report you had Lila Tonka as 5 points, in fact, you look at it, you have a journal, summary given, Dr. Gilham, and had the whole. Thanks for your market.
Based on that report, what is your understanding of the formation in which that well was drilled?
Objection to lack of foundation. We don't know what summary report. We don't know what that's based upon. Complete lack of foundation here. I don't want to have to keep objecting, but this is pretty standard. You go into foundation of how a witness knows. He's talking about a report. Please. That's it. Thank you. That's my objection.
Interpreter.
Can you reword that again?
Oh, God. My objection is the lack of foundation.
Foundation, it's all one word, that's all you need.
We were the question?
Yeah, the question of. Question, we already up to the drill ball, of course it was. The next question.
Mr. Nas, if you could ask him what summary he referred to.
Yeah, that summary,
What summary, Mr. Lee, what summary you looked at to determine the depth of the water well, the south of the project area?
Interpreter.
no. Summary, that more like if you let them shut down, take 2 hand. Okay, you're right.
I've located it online in the South Dakota water well drilling database, and I also believe it's one of Mr. Ellison's exhibits that he submitted.
The South Dakota water base,
Summary or the well.
order that. The South Dakota water well, database, something attention to do.
One minute, Mr. Chair.
Sure. It's the time.
Yeah. Yeah. I. It's one of those.
Mr. Blady, I handed you what's been marked. Ellison exhibit, Mr. Ellison exhibit. 19. I don't know.
Prefix to your exhibits.
I'm sorry.
19.
Is this the low log you're referring to?
Let me see if I have to look.
That's my young.
Yes.
On head, yeah.
And based on well log you have in front of you previously reviewed, what is your understanding of the formation into which the water well to the south of the project is drilled?
The 151 water log out. Goodness. Donna Killa you get to connect the electric bars and get her. You see Jimmy. Talking to.
This well was completed in the Jurassic formation at a total depth of 540 feet.
Can we have this exhibit introduced, please? The witness is going to refer to it.
Do you want to put your exhibit on it, number on it, or do you want to use Mr. Ellison's exhibit?
Mine's already marked. I have no objection if he uses mine. I have to use his in some instances, and I have to use the tribes.
Okay,
So if that would be more convenient, I absolutely recommend.
So it offered then until it's the 19th.
yes. And
The Jurassic, but on him, and money, you won't work it, 1,500, what was the depth of it?
540.
540.
you moved to admit Ellison exhibit 19.
I did, yes.
I have no objection.
Then you have no objection to your own exhibit.
Yes, sir.
Exhibit in there, yellow.
Admitted.
Thank you.
Mr. Blady, is the Upapa formation, where is the Upapa formation in comparison to the Morrison formation? Identified in Ellison exhibit 19?
Papa, no, what did you say about Papa, no, Morrison formation?
I did, yes.
Okay, Buffalo, information.
Okay, now.
I'm sorry, Mr. Blake, did you answer the question?
No, not yet. Trying to get it.
Oh, I'm sorry.
The Buffalo is information. Yeah, that's the one.
Where is the Papa in comparison to the Moore?
It lies below it.
Who's done? Buffalo is below the noise information. Okay. I have. Leaky little back in the noise information, how to bang and all the what, because we have. Buffalo information.
Mr. Blady, can you please describe for us the review of drill logs in the project area that you have undertaken?
And Honeywell, what kind of is not drill of the outreach line, not actually work.
I have reviewed numerous drill logs that are bordering on the outside of the project location, the proposed exploration location. And I have some, partial old logs that I have found in, the archives of South Dakota for some early 1950s exploration holes on section 36,
I'm sorry, what's the last part of that, sir?
on section 36.
Thank you.
The top one taking head and Honeywell. Numerous, I had to go. Numerous because. Why did it somewhere? PV. 1950s in Hong Kong. Olympic.
Based on that review, have you identified water wells within Craven Canyon itself?
And then what they want in the review, if we can, Craven Canyon, my head of state, that they'll really top of coffee.
Yes, there's been some drilling in Craven Canyon historically. Some domestic water, police and exploration wells as well.
And then only the Craven Canyon, the market right now. Domestic wells become big restaurant. So I know which will take him out, you like it. Monkey him out, drilling sites, picking up. And level. Gain one of it.
Mr. Blade, what will occur with the drill pads following drilling of a pad?
So the drill pads and golf on the moment the blue stuff you ran off. Dutch kid. We usually do this. You have it finished, just pick up.
Upon completion of the well, they will be immediately reclaimed.
One check now, the blue stuff you have it during Dr. Jill, yeah.
Can you describe that reclamation for us?
And had those kitchen that you want.
Yes, so we will let the material in the sun evaporate, the water in the sun. Sorry,
What the material?
we'll let the water in the sun evaporate. We will puncture the lining in the sun. Backfill it with the material we moved to make the sun. We will plug the drill hole with bentonite.
Can you stop it there?
Sorry,
So the reclamation picture that we had some evaporation. Some Makaki land 16 by 16 feet. Ohio, Chugashkia now. Manhattan, he has is at 5 feet.
and this is with that.
So 5 feet, Manhattan, yeah. And after you have, when the bush comes in, now pussy up there. When you pull the lining up,
Puncture it.
puncture, and then liner up, back. That has, blown up, which I, that would you have little, last you rename, that will, practice, you have, the quick that change, then, not lose it.
The drill hole will be plugged with bentonite grout from bottom to 3 feet of the surface, where reclaimed topsoil from that pad will be properly replaced.
Let us look on top of the head of the, my head of the bent, my gal, we have the body is on, this rim of the head. Yes. Now, let's have more coffee, you have it too, can have it, carry it. Yeah,
In areas of compaction, the surface will be rough and will be reseeded according to the seed mix that's been approved for this project.
my coffee have, when I check out one, to protect the, honey, this last donut check out the child. Bumps, I'll be. As my puppy lets him knocked up that, and I'll be a piece the head chop, so, Sui, you know, I can't tell you, I eat to kill and chip it. Puppy, I just humble, puppy, yeah. Do I leave I, you know, I'll pick you, and I will back the challenge, something, here, here, just keep yeah,
Any topsoil that was removed from that particular pad will be replaced. And we'll also be doing spraying for any noxious weeds on and surrounding the pad.
Very good, don't be, okay. That would take the honey, they try to copy the original, that would, noxious ill be had. That would, maybe they'll be, I used to see the cow. That's it.
The reseeding will be done with a brass drill and we will follow the recommendation plan to put, has been put forth. It's not a conflict of agencies.
Okay, now, okay, I'm funny how each other possible. Now, if you want to get. Now, don't do a funny how to do funny. I would love to take this love me up coffee and when you can.
Mr. Delaney. How is, to what agricultural purpose is the project area currently being put?
I'm sorry, I couldn't hear the question.
To what agricultural purpose is the project area currently being utilized?
Thank you.
Particular, agriculture, yeah, we had that one, the champion, that we had. That good agriculture, we had, the that good, it's not that.
Limited grazing as far as, with discussions with the surfaces, there hasn't been any cattle raised on that land for 2 years.
Well, no, I need to know. If much that have, I asked what we talked about, and then we need to know.
And again, what is the total area will be that will be disturbed by the drill applications?
I don't know, my project, don't want to control log it.
Each drill pad would be a maximum size of 0.08 acres. So if we drilled all 38, we'd be looking at 3.04 acres of total disturbance.
And then, real have got like even, my project, be 1/8 of an acre. That what that is, 0.08.
It's about 1/10, just less than 1.
The 1/10 of an acre, whatever is that. Altogether, then, you have just, 3.04 acres impact because of the, you know, it's top on now, studies, but we had football, we were venture, yeah.
Mr. Lady, what did Clean Nuclear Energy do to confirm this preface would not have an adverse impact on a threatened or endangered wildlife indigenous to this area?
And the clean energy stuff, the point that you left, the month was gone, the TP, the whole Makama has finished. Many one of these roads and hills will go to keep it, some people won't go. But hopefully, even though we don't go there for a little bit, we have trust that. Well, hopefully, not that, that there's only not a challenge, yeah. The doctor, it should be, how you, possible, out there, that's only behavior ring, but not only, yeah. I first, keep up, life,
We consulted with Game Fish and Parks, and we also had a specialist wildlife.
So then, game, fish, and parks, then, on slowly up the track, and if that year, like, after you have a child, out there, it's, you want. Must be a, that's a homemade child, and then you can walk it.
Mr. Lady, have you reviewed the Game Fish and Parks proposed recommendations for regarding ground nesting birds, raptor nest surveys, and backroot surveys?
Okay, game, fish, and parks. If that's it, the, if we go on, and, okay, because the little, yeah, we'll get to charge now. And that you have slowly up, the. Last year, when it's about bleach now, you got, you don't, people. Once in color, and now let you feel, not to feel cheap. And the warrior that you, bucket now.
Yes, I have.
Let me, into your district manager.
Yes, I have.
Is Clean Nuclear Energy, is Clean Nuclear Energy prepared to comply with those conditions?
Now, that was you have, you want what we talk in the recommendations, even though, it shows that I use. You know, here. Makasida, don't you here, if you talk to. No one must have 20, 30, 30.
Yes, we are.
Mr. Blady, contained within the state's exhibits is a list of recommended permit conditions.
Excuse me, what state's exhibit?
It is two.
Thank you.
Two. Have you reviewed?
This, so let's state exhibit in the. If you say again, did you review the state exhibits?
Did you review the recommended permit conditions contained in state's exhibit two?
And the recommendation sounds like in the exhibit 2 below. We're gonna, yeah, should start at 2 times.
Yes, I have.
Yes, it is not.
And this clean nuclear energy prepared to comply with all of the recommended permit conditions.
And the clean energy permit requirement. Well, put check in that a lot there. But that's all, a lot of chance now. That's one. It's something. Clean energy, they're not actually. They actually, it,
Yes, we are.
Mr. Earlier today, excuse me. Earlier today, I was asked to perhaps take a little, more frequent breaks. It's 1:30.
Mr. Chairman, if I can be, if I could give 10 minutes and then take a break, to make sure that my direct examination of Mr. Blady is complete, that may expedite the process.
Okay,
That's okay?
very well, thank you.
Mr. Blady, can you please discuss the benefits of this uranium exploration project?
and mine is like in hand, what are the benefits? Do I watch this stuff? Do I watch this stuff?
The benefits of this project are a greater understanding of the hydrogeology in the area and a better understanding of the mineral resources in the area. As per state law, this is important for the economic development and growth of the state.
Order, please. You're out of order when you call me a jerk.
We watched it, then we need the better understanding of hydraulic. We need to let those get young people, don't get getting, don't get the whole una. Makama and Makachi did that, the only, aha, it's not the only. Mabal for me, walking segment, and not you have hydrology, I think. Nikki left our Lucy. And what is being said, economic development, let them have, you watch it. When I have also strong, is what problem is. Well, she was and one treat Indian, Diana, what to give her. She all wanted to talk to the feet, you know. нам это. И что ваши члены боятся, что I have one here.
Mr. Lady, proposed permit condition 4.2.1 requires clean nuclear energy to, within 6 months after the expiration of the permit, submit a clear and complete report concerning a geologic condition in the permit area. What is the benefit of that information with the state?
It's a really long question. Okay. Clean energy in 6 months report?
Yes.
Okay. Ale ona clean energy gluszona, Dr. Chilky, Gabi June now. 1 year to fiscal on G 6 months. I can't do report when she follow up there. Okay, so what did you say in that 6 months to bring back the clear report?
Yes, of the geologic conditions identified by the project.
The mineral, the factor, you can't be too, you cannot report on follow up. And have reporting that in on the Dr. Ichun, don't know. Dr. Ichun, the still will, don't know, I'm not being had, if you might have reported there, keep the
This report will lay out everything we've done to properly plug the holes so they can be noted and recorded in state databases, as well as update any geologic records for the area and give an overall better understanding of the hydrogeology and mineralization in the southern part of Buffalo.
Mr. Lady, what is the closest town? Oh, yeah.
Report the geology, geology, hydrogeology, geology, and what?
We've got everything all probably 6 years as well.
Ona igluštona tapičena, ne ju sabi čuna hydrology, a kitos kedmiki na jamfina biology ki hachaku I sabi chuki na yuva report ki be na hell the fact okay.
Mr. Lady, what is the closest town to the project area?
Na tukdel otwa heki kila ya janta technology
Edgemont.
it's not.
Please take a look at exhibit 114. Can you identify that asset, please?
This is a letter of support from the Edgemont Area Chamber of Commerce.
Mr. Chairman, I would object to this on grounds of relevance. And if the board decides that the resolution from the Edgemont Chamber of Commerce is relevant, then I would ask that the board seriously revisit the relevance of the public vote on the initiated ordinance declaring uranium mining a nuisance.
Overwhelming majority of the population.
Which people count?
The letdown from being Edgemont Chamber of Commerce bought before. Gaba Biash when I will talk up. We'll talk up on the Chimney initiative on publication.
Mr. Chairman, exhibits 114 and 115, the letter of support from both Chamber of Commerce of Edgemont and the City of Edgemont. They are provided essentially in response to those exhibits that were received by the board during the, I believe it was the March hearing in this matter. And that's why they are on here today.
Objection!
For the record, I would object to the city council resolution on the same basis and would argue that a count of the number of yard signs opposing uranium mining in this community would be equally relevant. But above all, the initiate
Mr.
resolution.
Davis, you're stepping all over the interpreter. Let's
Okay,
take this.
sorry.
And there's already an objection.
I got it. Live, Edgemont, L, Nichapi, na Chamber of Commerce, Richology. No. Exhibit 114, 115, no. Which means, till you honey, na grown science, I talk about. They'll change me to, so, you won't like copy. So.
Okay, thank you.
Objection, the board tried to reject a request from Fall River County because it was not filed according to you in a timely manner. We're getting this on day 2 of these proceedings. It should not be considered relevant.
Objection based on the board's previous decision to not include Fall River County ordinance, which outweighs a resolution of any kind. And that if you accept this, then you are essentially supporting hypocrisy and a whole bunch of other things that I just can't say right now. But objection on those basis, and you already ruled that local ordinances are not relevant. Therefore, for a city that is outside of this area, it is also irrelevant. And I and that will be John Lopes, and then Velma will see talking about the fact that she, doing it, you watched it, does she?
Mr. Chair,
You'll get your time later.
When's your time?
this is an objection and an elaboration of the objection that we're dealing with presently.
We can't have, if you have a specific objection that's not a speaking objection, please state it.
What does that mean?
So I'm supposed to object via interpretive dance or hand gestures. I'm going to be inappropriate, sir.
Yes, it would.
Look, please review the transcript from the 15th or whatever it was in March. I very explicitly pointed out that there were 2 different functions of the Fall River Ordinance. Whether or not you or the Supreme Court or anybody else decide the legal applicability of that ordinance, it nonetheless was a verifiable and legally provable opinion poll of the people of this county, and therefore could not be considered irrelevant because the people of this county are in a better position than anybody else to determine whether or not the costs exceed the benefits from the perspective of their own lives. You nonetheless, you yielded your legal argument about the difference between,
I get your point,
right,
sure, please.
so look, it was your own decision to say, even an opinion poll, we're excluding it. This is an opinion poll of a couple of council members, not even the whole county. I'm sorry. You guys are making, I really wanted to come here and be polite and congratulate you on doing something right. Please, don't embarrass yourself any worse.
Entirely failed you, please. This is.
Objection, don't be a please.
This is my rule. I'm going to admit exhibit 114 and 115 purely for the purpose of stating.
For the purpose of what?
Purposes stated in the letter.
They already decided that.
I also have a foundational objection, and if you would like me to explain it, I'd be happy to.
I'm gonna overrule it.
Well, how do you even know?
What?
what it is?
That foundation.
Well, let's just say that you're accepting a document that's been just is not right. Because the city resolution was dated on April 7th of this year. And the notes from the city council meeting state that that resolution was tabled on April 7th. So there's something, if you want to accept a fraudulent document, you can do that.
Then you bring on evidence of that
It's right here. It's a city county meeting. But I'll have a cross-examination. You got it. Thank you. I look forward to it.
Mr. Chair, would now be an appropriate time for a break.
What we're going to do is, we're gonna take a 10-minute break. We're gonna come back. And then also what we're going to do is we're going to recess at 4 o'clock. At 4 o'clock, I would like Mr. Ellison, Mr. Gunn, Mr. Nas, Mr. Blair, and any other intervener that would like to stay to discuss how we handle the, I think it's the Vantage report and the state report, so as we can comply with state law of protecting the archaeological and cultural sensitive sites that have been identified in those reports.
I certainly encourage any interveners that want to come as well. I thank you for that opportunity. And I look forward to it at 4 o'clock. I also just want to raise a question of, Ms. One-Feather has been going since this morning, and I believe that one of the information that was provided to the board by.
I'll
Ms.
stop you right there. I spoke with Miss Longfeather, and she wanted Mr. Whitebloom to do her job this afternoon. And she graciously told me, she said, I'm more than willing to continue, and
Okay.
that's why she's there.
I was just worried that she was tired. Thank you, sir.
Now, I was worried about her too, that's why I asked her an hour back.
Appreciate that. Thank you, sir.
Thank you. I'm great.
And I need to go lie down for the rest of the afternoon. I want to reserve my right to cross-examine the witness should my name come up in my absence.
Absolutely. Recess.
Sorry. Marty, very nice to meet you. So it's like. I know. Great, like. Yeah, absolutely. I'm not super ready to stop here. Are you listening? Yeah, right. Right. Yeah. Yeah.
Yes.
Does it have offices in South Dakota?
South Dakota offices are down, you have that,
No.
yeah,
The offices of C and AC are in Vancouver, British Columbia. Correct.
Offices of Nexus Uranium are in Vancouver, British Columbia.
Nexus Uranium, Vancouver, British Columbia.
Does CNC have a principal office?
Clean energy company, electrical office with that.
No.
Do you know what address is listed on the corporation documents?
Address, city of Joplin.
Not off the top of my head, no.
Who is the president of CNC?
Well, president, we not got him, CNEC.
Myself.
Yeah, child.
Who is the treasurer?
The treasurer, what else is got on one office?
I'm sorry that may be a dated document that you're looking at.
My question was, who is the treasurer of CNC?
The treasurer had the monk office.
I'm not sure if the treasurer was.
Only a president, no treasurer, okay? That's legit.
It's gotta go to the end.
You have a good job, Mike.
Slow nation, yeah.
Who is the secretary of CNC?
Was secretary, the monk office.
CNC is a non-operating company. It holds our mineral titles and leases and rents.
And the CNEC, the non-operating company had took care of it.
What does that mean, non-operating company?
There's no operations day-to-day at company. It holds us, interested states.
And the non-operating company, the
For US.
US mineral interest in office.
Are you the sole director on the board of directors of the nuclear energy?
Yes.
Sure.
İşnala ne yan çekiyordu yapar ya.
Yes.
And you filed an annual report with the state of South Dakota in 2026.
The annual report will be filed in 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
And would you agree that you listed yourself as the president, secretary, treasurer, and sole director of CNC?
I would.
Sir,
The İşnala yan çekiyordu admin treasury secretary Washington.
Yes.
What is 503-905 West Hendon Street, Vancouver, British Columbia?
It's our corporate office.
The address was, it's not called TV, 5039 Southwest.
West Hendon Street.
PENDER,
Or
British Columbia.
Or corporate office.
They had corporate office, he left the British Columbia.
when was CNBC formed?
So how to charge CNC has got
2021 or 2022?
2021, 2022, what has it been?
Was it formed for the purpose of holding claims to minerals in the United States?
Yes.
The land, Jim Mokoche Dahmas, Lacha. Mokoche, he like in my claims are weeks of out.
Yes.
To the best of your knowledge, is that because the 1872 General Mining Act allows citizens of the United States to hold mining claims?
The 1872 mining claims, you know, US citizens, you know, claims to people.
I'll object, calls for a legal conclusion.
Mr. Day. Interpreter. He said, I object to a legal conclusion. I sustain. Go ahead.
Does the 1872 Mining Act, any part of the reason why CNEC was formed?
The 1872 mining claims, you had a hunter hop. Reynolds election.
Any objection?
If you know or don't know, that's all you can do.
I don't know.
Slowly as you get.
Is Nexus Uranium a Canadian company?
The Nexus uranium is the Jim Mokoche, the Utah.
Yes.
And Nexus Uranium is the sole owner of CNEC.
The Nexus, the CNEC, the dollar column.
Yes.
For this project.
The Nexus le. Makayo Lokana Taktoku, yeah, down, got it, Gary.
Yes.
Did Nexus Uranium provide money to enter the option with Cowboy Exploration Holdings?
The Nexus, even on, Cowboy Klinsky, and, we chopped it.
No. Based in uranium.
Has, does Basin Uranium exist?
The base in uranium, that big girl, top of finish,
No. And hasn't been merged into or substituted by Nexus Uranium.
Let's go down. Next is uranium out the month this year. Each year off to that.
That is correct. In September 2025, Basic merged with Nexus Uranium and Nexus ceased to exist after the completion of the merger. That's best.
Interesting.
Great, right?
And next is Gila. Again, now that enough team that now have done clean energy preparation to the country.
I want to introduce a series of exhibits. The first is 305. I'll represent Mr. Blady that these are the interrogatories and requests for production and the notice of deposition from the tribes to CNEC.
Can you say that again?
These are this exhibit contains the interrogatories, request for production, and deposition notice for CNC.
Can you explain
Questions, written questions,
interrogatory?
written questions.
Written questions. Written questions to the Wachaji Adana Warrior Chicago Beach. When a request to the tribes, did the tribes did send a request to you? Is that what you're saying? For the tribes? The tribes given a request now, go help them. Back to the interrogatory request and the tribes did request that, is that what you're saying? And then what did you say next?
Just waiting.
Oh,
Do you recognize that? Those documents? Yes. Move the commissions.
Any objection?
Remind us which exhibits they were.
305.
Oh, no objection.
Council, could you say the numbers again, please?
305.
5 OST CRST admin.
Mr. Chair. The Cheyenne River Sioux Tribe and Oglala Sioux Tribe submitted joint exhibits. So they're technically named, labeled, for example, 305/405. Can we just call it 305?
Absolutely.
I show the witness 301. I will represent that that is the transcript and exhibits from your deposition. Do you agree? Yes.
so let us transcripts and the depositions be in yeah, talkie nation. Yeah, yes, if you got it so far, yeah.
Approve the admission of 301.
Okay.
trying. What is the date of the deposition?
November 6th, 2025.
Deposition we had November 2025. Treasury applications.
So that's the entire deposition supposed to be exhibit to Mark. And there's no objection.
No objection.
301 is received.
I've shown you exhibit 306. Are those your answers to the written discovery requests?
In the 306 LP have, Ryan 50 have, and written depositions in the chart. My young, block it.
Yes. Move Harry's mission.
Can I get clarification? 305 is interrogatories answered by whom?
Those were interrogatories propounded by the tribe to CNC.
Without answers?
Correct.
And so 306 is the responsive
Correct.
interrogatories. Why is it necessary to have the interrogatory propounded in addition to the actual answer?
It's a combined exhibit that includes the notice of deposition under 30B6, including the topics for examination.
Okay, thank you. And you want further? Can you explain what I just said?
The interrogatory to see NEC and the response. The response under 30B 6.
Any objection to 306?
No objection.
306 received.
I've shown you exhibit 307, which is supplemental responses by CNEC to the tribe's written discovery requests. Is that correct?
Supplemental
Written responses,
responses to
the tribe's written discovery requests.
Wapi Akanta supplemental response to the tribe's written discovery request. Yes,
Move their admission.
307 received.
I'm showing you exhibit 337, which is an affidavit signed by you on January 6th, 2026. Correct.
exhibit 337 affidavit. The signature of January 7th, 2026.
Yes.
Yes.
You were designated by CNEC to speak on behalf of the
corporation at the deposition, correct?
The Governor Picha is designated to speak on deposition. The Taku Waki, Yechale Wogaki, the Iwogaki.
Yes.
And at the deposition, you weren't able to answer some of the questions and provided written answers in the affidavit marked 337.
The warrior had Ichikawa Pond and a whole. A which I still fishing for affidavit below the. A which I just 337.
Yes.
And that affidavit represents the sworn testimony of CNEC.
The affidavit in the sworn deposition by the CEO, CNEC.
337, is that correct? Yes.
We've shown you exhibit down.
Have you moved to admit 337?
No, I'll move to admit 337.
337 affidavit he has. Fatima, yes.
Any objection, Mr. Haas?
No.
337.
What is 319?
Alpilataku.
It's the technical report prepared for the Chord Uranium Project. Originally authored May 7th, 2024, updated September 19th, 2025.
September what?
19.
And it was prepared by Nexus Uranium, or the update was?
It was, yes, commissioned by Nexus Uranium Federals.
The report was prepared by the Nexus. Yeah, yeah.
It was prepared for Nexus Uranium, prepared by PRS.
By what?
CRS. Inc.
The law he have prepared for Nexus by BRS. BRS have a real clothing.
No.
And who was this document filed with?
And that what we keep but yeah.
This was filed as part of our public disclosure for Nexus Uranium.
And then what we keep public disclosure for Nexus Uranium.
With what governmental entity?
What government that you can.
It was filed on CDAR with the Canadian Securities Exchange.
PDAR.
S SEDAR. So,
SEA,
so AR, SEG.
Peter.
Just,
I'm showing you page 8 of exhibit 39. Do you see the area marked Chord Project?
Wapikila 319 over there. I lost that. Wapikila Wapikila.
yes, I see it.
And the total acreage of the Chord Project is 3,640 acres.
Yes,
So that total acreage be 3,640. So that hooked out by the yummy. With gem or by the shock that I get. With gem the top. One half. Or contract the L. Well, all that the uranium and
That includes US Forest Service land and state land on section 36.
So the Isaki be a US forestry land, section 36, Halaku Opa.
yes,
The Chord Project includes the following operations for exploration of the following deposits. Chord, October Jinx, Viking, Ridge Runner, and unnamed smaller deposits.
The Chord project, following explanation of exploration, he said again.
Chord, October Jinx, Viking, Ridge Runner, and unnamed smaller deposits.
I got lost at October jinx and then what?
Those are all native words.
Yeah, I know.
She has to say.
So that you're talking too fast. Next one. There's 3 corporations,
Chord, October Jinx, Viking, Ridge Running.
For the corporations, Gila Chord in October jinx, Viking, and a Ridge Runner, and a top up.
yes,
Apart
Yeah.
apart from the land that is subject to this proceeding, all other land is on Forest Service property.
Como Pachamala, Kogea. Mayakana. You cloak off the Giha, then each it hooked up. Apart from each it hooked up to the Kogea, okay.
no. Only a small portion of section 36 is under consideration for EXI 453.
I had this still section 36 he had all that such a
Apart from the land in section 36, however big or small, the other land is on Forest Service property.
the normal particular Forest Service property on the
Yes,
and
Are you proceeding with the state project first for any reason?
but Kogea State project you have Dakwe Hitchum,
We're moving forward with the state project because it could potentially represent the extension of the Chord federalized body.
They're moving from the state project because of the rolling.
It would represent the mineralized extension.
Le Isamia osa ia des die Olympi. Dann had extension he had.
Mr. Dunn, are you going to move to introduce the sick?
I'll move the admission of 319.
No objection.
319 is received.
The 319 he had Nakuwana Pikichu. No objection.
Does exhibit 319 concern the entire Chord project, including all of the deposits named earlier?
The court project he led and a monkey you have that stuff that had.
No, it's not all encompassing of the entire project.
Yeah,
What aspects of the project are not included in 319?
I heard Daku Okash in here.
There was a number of drill wells and historic logs that were incomplete, so they weren't able to be included in the mineral resource.
The number of historic
Drill logs.
drill logs. The honey lena Makoche you look on a Daku Oleo Gihena Echai. You walk on.
What I mean is, Exhibit 319 discusses the Chord project, including the plan of operations for the entire acreage of 3,640 acres.
To let you have just 319 exhibit like you historic drill logs discussing the board plan and the plan of operation.
I'll object the plan of operations on the state land.
Sustained.
I'm not sure I understand the objection.
We are focused on this exploration permit pursuant to chapter 4516. I didn't hear the objection. What was the objection here?
You could use a microphone perhaps.
Speak louder. Why have my?
Essentially, his objection was beyond the scope of this project, and I sustained it.
Of course.
Would you agree that the state project represents a very small percentage of the overall Chord project?
The okay, chunte ki le still like chunte the monkey had court project he had a summit.
I wouldn't say very small. Oh, I'm close to 20%.
And the 20% he had. 20%, that's a 3,000 acres.
Yeah.
surely you don't mean that 88 acres is 20% of 3,640.
You didn't clarify, you said state land.
I just didn't hear what you said.
If you're speaking about the exploration area, that's the interest of EX and I 453, then yes, I would agree with your statement.
In fact, it's about,
Okay, so 20% of 2,640 chale. Docket he had beyond the scope of project, the state project. Is smaller. Had a monkey had. 20% of 3,640 dollars. Yamini, Gemini, Fakbe, Ake, Gemini Topa. He had 20%, he had English, had Chemoga. I had 88 acres, he had in the church.
Yeah, sort of misunderstood here. What you're asking.
you would agree that 88 acres is about 2.4% of 3,640 acres.
Yes.
I'm sorry.
Chale, Ake, Ake. Vijala, we had 20%. Kokta, Pali, Yami, Vikjamna, or Pali, Shark Bears. Vikjamna Topa, Kochiki, Wahana. I have 20%, he had 88 acres, I had to get.
I want to back up for one moment. Has CNEC itself ever engaged in uranium exploration?
I thought the CNEC, yeah, down the uranium exploration, which you have,
No,
yeah.
So CNEC has not engaged in 7 prior uranium projects.
CNEC, seven, uranium projects, all happening.
that is correct.
All right.
CNEC has never posted a bond for uranium exploration.
The CNEC bond, muscle stuff you have, it's not costume.
It has.
For this project.
Not hit you get.
Not for this project. Sorry.
That's what we're talking about.
So you bond, you have gadgets.
For a project that didn't go forward.
Sorry, your kind of.
Sorry, can you clarify that question, please?
Was the bond CNEC posted for a project that did not move forward or has not moved forward?
So the CNEC bond allows you to have, not the, even, I mean, dogging intrusion.
The project was sold.
It choked dash to, okay.
Like you trying to settle Craven Canyon?
Yes.
Has you testified that you at CNEC examined drill logs from the area? Is that correct?
So testify if you had drill logs, you can, or what did you say there were the drill logs
From the area.
from the area?
You may have.
CNEC itself did not examine the logs.
The CNECP and drill logs, not you want from.
Who did it?
Our consultants and members of Nexus Uranium and myself.
Ja, tell it, yeah, consultants now. Du auch Ochaka.
Were any of those drill logs from the land that is subject to this application?
The drill logs given within the area of application given.
We did locate some incomplete records of drill logs from the early 1950s on the application area.
Only the 1950 drill logs given. Donnie, stop something incomplete, yeah.
Were they water tower logs or exploration logs or both?
And now water logs had some exploration and that.
They were done by a company called Craven, and they appear to be exploration, just a grid exploration, really wide space in the general area.
Company had Craven Cold and no Ichima Hawichuka.
How many drill holes do the logs show?
Donna, will you look up in Hinayacha? You are kind.
I don't know the exact number off the top of my head.
You see, I think, yeah. Donna drill logs given yeah, and protect the Oklope got up in Hina.
Do you have the logs?
Logs given drill logs given a while given you have it.
I don't have them with me currently, no.
Now you have to get. I usually have to.
You testified that the land in this area is considered a brownfield site.
And honey, well, McCarthy, you look on it. To get the, or yeah, I think the whole inclusion of the town. And now red pink sites the town. And now red pill site key. A doggy tea occasion, doggy knee occasion, and then the trust.
For clarification, which area are you referring to?
That was gonna be my question to you.
I'm not even about the red field site, let the get such a, yeah, no copash, but you let the get no comment. You're not bad. Yes, I hear about you get.
You didn't ask me a question.
To your knowledge, what lands are considered brownfield site?
I'm a coach to kill and reach on the red field site, the outfit and that.
I would consider a brownfield site anywhere that saw significant drilling or other types of development activities, whether it be test pits, pass, So a lot of activity where the surface of the land is disturbed. I would consider that brown.
Brownfield site ki hana significant out ki hana lila ashtanish lila shito kita test kits kila na cut del makaki waksana wrong with that not detect makopa the ihonja pila makaki you have jona to del egna and now kiasa.
Is that your definition and designation? Or was that made by a government agency?
Yeah, Della Hitchell. Are we government agency Maji Hitchell Gachli Happen?
That's my personal conclusion and the conclusion of the author of the Chord Uranium Technical Report.
Hello, yeah, Della Hitchell Marco get personal opinion Eki he Della Ash Daku Yawana et Dancha Hina Aviukshan.
So to be clear, the land has not been designated a brownfield site by a government agency.
To brownfield site ki le government ki Hitchell charge attack.
Not to my knowledge.
Yeah. So let's Kaslolishnike.
Are there productive water wells within the area you personally consider to be a brownfield site?
Minikile minich apakile na hoch Iwanka bekta hina hoch Shicha.
Regarding the project area, no.
Yeah.
Do you consider any of the land within the project area to be a brownfield site in your personal opinion?
To the Ohomnia Makoche honey uranium na taku you happy chuki hina brownfield site Hechanish Hechashnik.
Just to confirm, you're referring to the 88 acres? Is that
Correct.
Did you answer?
not yet?
Madam Translator, he asked if I was referring to the 88 acres and I said yes.
Oh, I had 88 acres ki Hecha Iwoglake. I had to cha pads ki hina kalkokte.
I wouldn't consider it a brownfield site. It's adjacent to a brownfield site though, yeah.
I'm showing you, or trying to show you exhibit 116.
Ala 88 acres het dushni ka isaki bia brownfield site.
Is that an assignment of lease to Cowboy?
Let me do that.
Bless you.
Strike that. 116 is an assignment from Cowboy to CNEC, correct?
Let Dr. Yurek have exhibit 116 is from the copy to the CNEC.
Correct.
It's a lease. Lease.
And CNEC is in possession of the lease or a copy of the lease that was assigned by Cowboy to CNEC, correct? The underlying lease.
CNEC copy of lease to from the cowboy to CNEC.
Correct. Are you willing to provide that to the board and the parties?
To the document ki board interested parties.
Yes. The application you submitted is for 50 drill sites, correct?
The 50 drill sites ki application makale.
The original application was for 50 drill sites and it has subsequently been reduced to 38.
Has the,
The original lease ki have 50 sites as when you call up it to 38.
has the application itself been formally amended to reflect the reduction in sites to 38?
The application makale ki have you talked on amendment ki have 50 Wikjemna Zapta to Wikjemna Yamni Akeshogova.
The deletions have been accepted by DNR, but I don't have a new application that states the lessened amount of disturbance. No.
The deletions ki hene DNR ki you talked about. Well, piki you talk na gnakeshni.
The project area for this project is 88 acres.
The project area ki he 88 acres.
Yes, approximately. Yeah.
Has any of that acreage been removed from the project area because of the deletion of drill sites?
To have project area 88 acres ki hana ho drilling ki he you have.
No, we left it. It's the same as in the original application.
Yeah, ichi troptash original application ali team yet.
Why?
Tapu
The exploration is still gonna occur within that box.
exploration. Okama hela kiona tapu oleo te ki he itima hel.
Not a box there, but
Your application states that you will perform exploration activities for up to 2 weeks per drill site.
Le mana makama heli klokana kuta ke ya ki he. We nupa actually joked it, chunked it.
Yes,
So the project costs 76 weeks.
Let's 6 weeks for him to. To have 38 wells ki hana. Math ki chanum ki hana nupa ki le.
it's a common practice when you're putting together an exploration program or an application to allow for additional time in case there's unforeseen circumstances. I would anticipate each well taking between 1 to 2 days.
The common practice ki he bet yogi la chumoki na chachach. Additional time ki he isamya kuta ki ya ki he push takwa iya chalila sitata ugna ka hlugi yak te kipshni chana. Additional time, yeah.
Have you amended your application to reflect the 1 to 2 day estimate per drill site?
The application of gaga ki he kitala I talk chahe chal betu ki angila nishnu hukuta ke yuslog ayak te ki he.
No,
Yeah.
Too many.
You mentioned that you will drill to a depth of 400 to 550 feet.
To have kuta kia 400 to 500 feet ya ki he mahetach chisnisle ash and niki maheta choka kalusa.
we are targeting the base of the Nicara formation, and in the exploration area, that's the expected depth for that target.
And by Indian, okay,
The base of the bottom of the Iankaga,
It's
cha Iankaga ki he ukutachti cheteta ha yanke ki he tancha he waheha ihunite.
when you say Indian Kara formation, do you mean Indian Kara group?
correct.
Cha Iankaga iwogla ke ki he ishnalashni he dona atat.
And the Indian Kara group includes the Fall River and Lakota formations.
Lakota na Fall River cham Inanaku.
Yes,
Would you say Lakota group and Minikata?
Fall River and Lakota formations.
Is it down as Minikata, which is Fall River?
Fall River and Lakota formations.
Tahelo Kutakti Kutakayaki ha Maji Miniki Baki had Lakota group yapi no Monkey hair Fall River yapi. Tahena we wila cheta hinapana chacha.
Are you aware that the Indian Kara group is the second highest quality of recoverable water in this region.
Yeah, kafa ki le miniki lila step. Miniki ha oi hakeshni na miniki ha kaluza. Na miniki ha pejuta.
I am aware there is recoverable water in the Indian Current group.
There is one.
Recoverable, yeah. Yeah. It is a large formation. It stretches over 140 miles.
There,
One drop will do the rest. Ready,
Now recovering your mind.
ready. Yeah, kafa ki le cha Wiopiata, Ian Pahan, Hedancha, Miniki le Homini, Una Oksha U, Chan de la Trunca.
there is a confining layer between the Fall River and Lakota formations.
The head Chukaya confining layer. What is that? Oh, there's another confining layer.
A barrier.
Yeah. Le Makama ha, Echa, Ian Kava, Yanke Ash, Iwanka, Lakota group, Fall River group, Yanke. Now, yeah, cause we could let Lee La Tanka. How many miles did you say this? 140 miles?
I didn't,
Funny. It's pretty big because the yeah, cause we could let Kuta Kyagina Utioki Baha Ihuni Hong.
Mr. Gunn. We were gonna have a gathering at 4. Are you close to wrapping up or you have more questions?
I have more questions.
How much longer do you think you need?
I don't know. It's hard to estimate because of the translation and the speed.
Is this a good area or do you want to finish up with this area or do you want to quit? Tell me.
We can stop now if you want. I have a couple more questions on this particular topic that I could
Okay,
ask.
let's finish up the particular topic and then we will take a recess to have our meeting.
The Lakota Formation is on top of the Fall River Formation.
The Fall River
Sure.
is. Get it.
Oh, I'm sorry. Mike, I'll withdraw the question. The Lakota Formation.
River on top, Lakota on the left.
Oh, okay. Fall River is on top and the Lakota Formation is on the bottom.
Translations.
So, Miniki Lechata, Yaki have Fall River, Chahan, Iwanka Belka. Now, Lakota group ki had Isamia Kutachim. Yamka. Now, Ian, let you Kutachim get. That's a young tree. There's three water tables.
Correct. Fall River is on top.
And you will drill through both formations.
Tale, when you look up at that, Hokea ki ha, Yehunik de ki ha Fall River ki ha, Chalo Kutachia ki ha Lakota ki ha ena, Chiteta yanke ki ha ian kapen.
We are,
And after you ha, when they Kutakia ye hello da, when after you ha, Yinkta.
our drilling is targeting the Chilson member of,
Start over.
our drilling is targeting the Chilson member of the Lakota Formation. Typically, from the wells and logs I've reviewed, the Fall River is dry in the area of the exploration area.
Tale Fall River, Macaulay and Geki ha, Napuza Gapi.
So the answer is yes. you will drill through or into both formations.
You can, then after you, how you flocking to hang come.
Yes.
And you do not plan to case the drill hole after you drill to the bottom of the Fall River Formation, but before you drill into the Lakota Formation.
Okay, run that again, you don't plan to.
You do not intend to case the drill hole when you drill to the bottom of the Fall River Formation before drilling into the Lakota Formation.
Tokeo puta kayaki. Le Fall River ki le Dagni Mininicha. Ashukuta kayaki ha. Le Oyukloki ki le Akakbit punkta henish Hetchukdishnia. Nakuta kayaki ha. Lakota group na. Ian kaho kuta chiaket.
It depends on the drilling conditions.
Le Ayupta ki ha. Dagni Kuta kayana Dagni. Shichinish Dagni Eliash yanta. Kutak to yok to get. So the question I don't understand is if when you case it, one down, you're saying, are you gonna case it there? And do another one next to it, or I don't understand, I can't translate it. I don't understand what you're saying.
Well, if it's okay with the hearing officer, we'll stop here.
Okay.
Mr. Chairman,
You said you're, are we off the record?
no, I want to be on the record. I have a question for the board and for some,
Hold on.
sure.
We're going to recess at 4:00. Do you want this on the record?
What I want to state, I do, and I want with the witness being here. What I, if I may, say what I want to ask for. What I want to ask for is this. Mr. Blady stated that he did not have the Craven coal logs with him today.
But deal with Mr. Nas on that, and if you.
Well, no, I want a ruling from this board in case he doesn't do it, and that is that I want the board to help me in the sense that I would like to have Mr. Blady, from my cross-examination, obtain the Craven coal logs that he looked at. If he doesn't have them here with him, I'm sure he can get them before tomorrow. So I'm just asking that he bring them, please. So, and I want a chance then to look at them so that I can examine. That's my request, sir.
But that going I can't.
He discussed with you, Mr. Nas, I don't know if they're readily available or not.
Well, he said he just didn't, Mr. Blady just said that he didn't have them with him. So,
Why don't you
Yes.
confer with Mr. Nas and you all figure it out and then we'll talk yet tonight before I leave.
okay, but I'm just saying for the record that I do not feel I can begin my cross-examination of Mr. Blady, and I'm up pretty close without those logs. So if they're not here, I'm just stating that for the record that we need to pause and go get them. So it's better to get them now.
Noted. Well,
Thank you.
they're probably leaving and going somewhere for the evening, so.
Well, I'm sure they were.
But please,
and the other
please
thing-
coordinate with Mr. Nas.
I'd be happy to, sir. The other thing, though, that I'd please request of Mr. Nas is he used a flash drive of exhibits, and I have lost my copy. I have some paper copies, but I have lost my electronic copy of all of Mr. Nas's exhibits. And I just would ask that he please leave that flash drive here in case I need to use it during my calls.
I don't have a flash drive,
Oh, it's on your computer?
right, or online.
Okay.
On the state's website, theater's website.
Okay, I'll try and get it that way. All right, thank you. That's all I,
Okay.
thank you very much for the time.
Mana the inakya te wata hona takule na iwoglok. Etchigl.
Don't leave yet, anybody.
Mr. Chair, I have a request. Chrissy Hawking, our expert witness, one of our expert witnesses, is only available tomorrow. We have plenty of time to have her done by now. However, given the pace of this process, I would like to start her tomorrow morning so that we can ensure that she gets done and then come back to finish the cross with Mr. Blade.
Objection, you were told for months it would take longer than the time you provided.
Well, before you object too strenuously, the tribes have a similar request. We have experts here from Utah, one of whom needs to be home by Thursday. And I did talk with Mr. Nas. I think he's amenable to taking the witness out of order. Witness or witnesses.
My question is, is it Blady?
Blade, yeah.
Lady, he's gonna be around to reconvene cross-examination.
He'll be here all week, yes.
Okay. So I'll grant that, but Mr. Gunn and Mr. Nas work out how it's gonna go, but you would start with Ms. Hawking is in the morning.
And because of that, Mr. Chair, perhaps the board could consider convening early tomorrow morning. Especially if you've got two expert witnesses to get through.
Would 8:30 be early enough?
The earlier the better. I would.
Okay. We'll reconvene in the morning at 8 a.m.
You know, I really have an objection to this. First of all, I mean, I'm 76 years old. You know, it gets to be around 4 or 5 o'clock. I'm kind of out of my ability to do my best. There may be other people who would be the same. This is an expert witness of theirs. I can guarantee she's going to take longer than a day. So either Mr. Nas make arrangements for that, or we may be here until 10 or 11 or 12 o'clock tomorrow night, maybe even beyond that. Or this witness who's their hired gun, she should make her schedule available. We should not be denied our right to effective confront her based upon time constraints.
The questions
Quiet.
that I have developed are in an order that assumes the witnesses would go in that order.
There's always things that have to be changed around. Can your witness be here at 8 in the morning?
Ridiculous.
Yes.
And when can your witness be here?
All day. They're here all day. They've been here the first 2 days and they'll be here tomorrow,
Okay.
including at 8,
And where are your witnesses from in terms of where?
Utah.
Utah. And where's Ms. Hawking from?
She's in Rapid City. I just got travel plans.
That should not be our problem. That's their problem. This is outrageous. So what are we going to?
I don't care about Bristol's travel schedule.
I guess I have a formal objection because, as I said, we have the right to full and effective cross-examination, Mr. Chair, and I understand it may get tedious to hear that, but that's all right. And all of us have that right to ask any questions that we want. And the right is individual. It's not collective, first of all. And therefore, what
the board is doing by allowing this and saying Ms. Hocking is only, if the board is saying, or if the chair is saying, that Ms. Hocking is only on till tomorrow, then I don't know how we're really going to do that. But I really do expect that my rights and other interveners' rights are going to be respected in terms of our due process rights to questions. And if Ms. Hocking, who is here, has travel arrangements, I don't understand this.
Mr. Nas.
Ever make new ones.
Chair, I've been informed that Ms. Hopkins doesn't have travel arrangements, but she has a lack of travel. So the date's coming up, and that's the issue.
Not my problem.
Too bad. Right.
Kid.
Mr. Chair,
I don't think this.
No, this is my question. Okay, so what's tomorrow? Wednesday?
Yes.
And she's unavailable on Thursday
It's Friday.
and Friday.
She can make childcare arrangements.
And Mr. Gunn's witnesses are available tomorrow. And they have to go back to Utah when?
Well, they need to be back in Utah on Thursday, so.
Okay, to me, it's very evident. We're not going to get probably more than 2 witnesses done the rest of the week.
Extension.
You were told. How about we deferred Ms. Hocking? Is there another witness you could call?
We still have Ms. Morehouse. We also need to finish the cross-examination of Mr. Blaney. I want to make sure I understand that what you're saying is we're not going to get done.
We're not going to get done this week?
Nah.
Oh, absolutely not.
That's why it doesn't make it because 10-hour days.
We need to confer.
Okay, let's do this. Confer with Mr. Gunn in terms of his particular witness issue, your particular issue. Maybe also if Mr. Ellison could be involved in that conversation to gain an complete understanding as to the need. But then call me and we'll figure it out.
Yeah.
I'll give something.
Mr. Chair, I have one comment to make. Is this thing still on? With all due respect to the parties that are represented by council, my understanding of the Constitution is that those of us who are not represented by council still have the same legal rights under these proceedings. So to defer to the idea that the lawyers work it out privately, I'm trying to be a reasonable person. We're all trying to be reasonable people. But you can't assume that if the lawyers work it out privately, all of us individually unrepresented people need to accept it.
I do not disagree with you. What I'm trying to do is try to work out a plan that isn't, that's by consensus and not committee. But, you all, let's
Push for Thursday.
meet with whoever you need. We're all who's ever gonna be meeting here in the next 5 minutes, because we're gonna talk about the archaeological, cultural reports. Then we'll figure it out somehow.
So Mr. Ellison will not be the only unrepresented intervener involved in that conversation. Thank you.
No, everybody's involved in that conversation. The board, will the board please be here at 8 a.m. So. The board's here.
This is my copy of that.
Yeah, it's okay.
Okay, that's fine.
I like.
Wait. There's one spot I wrote it. But the board is sitting there going, wait a minute. All right, you just said you're gonna give it to us. How many months have to go to the end? If I was. I'm sorry. We need to- we need to-
Thank you for tuning in, everybody. We will resume tomorrow morning. Doksha.